Rangers are heading into what looks set to be one of the most transformative periods in their modern history, with the season drawing to a close and the much-anticipated takeover edging ever closer to completion. The mood around Ibrox is one of cautious excitement. The need for change has been obvious for some time, particularly if the club is to mount a serious challenge for the Scottish Premiership title next season. And if the latest developments are anything to go by, we're about to witness a summer full of big moves both on and off the pitch. Let's start with the takeover, arguably the most pivotal storyline surrounding the club right now. Former chairman Dave King recently lifted the lid on when he first became aware of the interest from Andrew Kavanagh and 49ers Enterprises. According to him, talks had been simmering in the background for at least 6 months. And while negotiations of this nature are rarely straightforward, King now reckons the deal is about 90% complete. That means barring any late hitches, the official announcement could come as soon as mid-June. This isn't just a change in ownership. It's potentially the start of a new era shaped by ambitious investment and a fresh strategic vision. The club itself confirmed last month that it's in productive conversations with the consortium led by Kavanagh and backed by the 49ers Enterprises Global Football Group. That's the same group tied to the ownership of Leeds United. The message coming out of the club is clear. This is about aligning with partners who share a long-term vision for Rangers, both financially and in terms of footballing ambitions. What's striking is not just the scale of the potential investment, but the caliber of the people involved. These aren't opportunistic buyers looking for a quick return. This is a group that understands the football business and wants to build something sustainable. Now onto the transfer front, which is already heating up thanks to growing speculation around Moroccan forward Hamza Aigeman. Reports suggest that a 20-year-old attacker could now be valued at around £20 million, a staggering figure considering Rangers signed him for just £1.7 million. That kind of valuation doesn't come out of nowhere. Aigeman has impressed fans and pundits alike this season, and his stock continues to rise. Alan Hutter, the former Ibrox fullback, weighed in with his opinion this week, saying that although Aigeman might not yet be ready to walk straight into a Premier League starting 11, he clearly has all the tools to get there. According to Hutton, Rangers would be in a very strong position when it comes to negotiating any potential sale, given Aigeman is tied down to a 5-year deal. And while no one wants to see such a promising player leave too soon, there's an understanding that a bid in that region, £20 million, would be hard to turn down. Hutton also pointed out that Rangers haven't always been great at selling players at the peak of their value. If they get it right with Aigeman, it could represent a smart piece of business, even if it's bittersweet for fans who'd love to see him stay longer. But it's not all about money and transfers. Off the pitch, the club has also been dealing with controversy after a banner displayed before the recent Old Firm derby against Celtic caused an uproar. The display, organized by the Union Bears, showed a striking image of club legend Graeme Souness holding a shotgun, accompanied by the words, "Take aim at the rebel scum." As soon as the image hit social media, it sparked outrage and a police investigation. Rangers responded swiftly, calling the banner unacceptable and vowing to review how future supporter displays are managed. A club spokesperson highlighted that while fan passion is welcomed, there's a line that cannot be crossed. In response to the backlash, the club's fan advisory board held a meeting with Rangers executives to discuss the matter in detail. According to posts on social media platform X, the discussions were intense and lasted roughly 90 minutes. The group claims to have conveyed not only their own stance, but also the strong sentiments shared by many supporters. Minutes from the meeting are expected to be released soon, providing transparency into how the club intends to move forward. What's clear is that Rangers are trying to strike a balance. They want passionate vocal support, but they also want to uphold the values and reputation of the club. Meanwhile, rumors continue to swirl around a potentially massive commercial move, a shirt sponsorship deal with Red Bull. The energy drink giant, known for its involvement in multiple sports ventures across the globe, already has existing ties to the 49ers group. If this partnership does come to fruition, it could inject significant financial strength into Rangers' operations. But more than just a money deal, the association with Red Bull would symbolize a new level of global branding and marketing potential for the club. It's the kind of move that shows Rangers are thinking bigger, Not just about competing domestically, but about elevating their presence on the European stage. And speaking of growth, another big talking point is the possibility of expanding Ibrox Stadium. With current capacity sitting at just over 51,000, the new owners are reportedly interested in increasing that figure. According to the Scottish Daily Express, this idea is being seriously explored as part of a wider modernization plan. Football finance expert Stefan Borson noted that if there's sufficient demand, and all signs suggest there is, then expanding the stadium makes total sense. The reality is the Scottish television rights aren't likely to increase dramatically anytime soon, so the real growth has to come from things like ticket sales, sponsorships, and success in Europe. Rangers' financial reports from last season back that up. The club posted a record turnover of £88.3 million, up from £83.8 million the year before. Match day revenue alone climbed from £39.9 million to £43.8 million. Those numbers paint the picture of a loyal, growing fan base, one that could easily justify a stadium expansion. But as Borson rightly pointed out, the real game changer is European competition. Getting into the Champions League isn't just a footballing achievement, it's a financial windfall. The difference in revenue between Europa League, Conference League, and Champions League is enormous, and that's where the club's focus must be. So when you look at everything together, the takeover, the potential Eigerman sale, the Red Bull rumors, and the stadium expansion, what you see is a club on the cusp of major transformation. This isn't just about signing a few new players or tweaking the backroom staff. It's about laying down a marker and saying Rangers are ready to move to the next level. And if the pieces fall into place, we could be looking at the beginning of a new golden era for one of Scotland's most storied clubs. But with all this excitement, there's also a sense of urgency. The margin for error is small. Rangers supporters have been through years of turbulence, from financial collapse to the long climb back through the leagues. That journey has created a fan base that is not only fiercely loyal, but also incredibly demanding. They know what success looks like, they've seen it before, and they want it back. Consistently. So while all these developments are promising, there's pressure to get things right. Whether it's finalizing the takeover, spending smartly in the transfer market, or ensuring the club's values are reflected both on and off the pitch, every decision now carries real weight. In terms of on-field strategy, the upcoming transfer window is being seen as a pivotal moment. The current squad has shown flashes of potential, but has also revealed some glaring weaknesses. If Rangers are serious about dethroning Celtic and making a meaningful impact in Europe, the rebuild must be targeted and ruthless. That means offloading players who haven't delivered, resisting the temptation to hold on to names based on past glories, and bringing in hungry, high-quality additions who fit the long-term plan. It's not just about talent either. Mentality, consistency, and fitness will all be under the microscope. The arrival of the new ownership group could help attract a different caliber of player, especially if Red Bull and other commercial partners come on board. Players around the world take notice when clubs align themselves with big global brands and show ambition beyond their domestic league. A project like this, fueled by fresh investment and bold targets, can become very appealing to rising stars or experienced pros looking for a new challenge. And that's something Rangers haven't always had in their favor. Now they might. Behind the scenes, there's also talk of modernizing the club's infrastructure. Ibrox remains one of the most iconic stadiums in British football, but with rivals investing heavily in facilities, Rangers can't afford to fall behind. The stadium expansion is one part of that vision, but there's also interest in upgrading training facilities, investing in youth development, and potentially expanding scouting networks into markets that have been previously untapped. These are the less glamorous aspects of a football revolution. The bits that don't make headlines but end up being just as crucial to long-term success. Of course, all of this has to be balanced with financial responsibility. Even with fresh capital coming in, the club needs to maintain stability and avoid reckless spending. The scars of the past are still felt, and no one wants to return to the chaos of financial mismanagement. That's why the structure of the takeover is so important. From what's been revealed so far, the 49ers Enterprises Consortium seems to understand that. Their track record in the NFL and with Leeds United shows a focus on sustainable growth rather than quick wins. That should be reassuring to fans worried about the potential risks of handing over control. But none of this guarantees success. Football is unpredictable. Players can get injured, transfers can flop, matches can turn on a single mistake. What Rangers need now is a clear plan, one that's ambitious but realistic, and one that everyone at the club, from the boardroom to the dressing room, is fully behind. The signs are positive. The ambition is there. The money looks like it will be there too. Now it's about execution. The fans, as always, will be watching every move. They'll fill Ibrox, they'll travel in numbers, and they'll demand nothing less than progress. That's the beauty and the pressure of a club like Rangers. It's never just another season. It's always personal, always passionate, and always intense. And as the new era prepares to dawn, that energy could be the fuel that drives this project forward. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Rangers have made a major statement in the Scottish Premiership with the signing of Lawrence Shankland, the prolific striker who leaves Hearts to join the Ibrox side in a move that could reshape the title race. The 28-year-old forward, known for his clinical finishing and consistent goal-scoring record, has signed a long-term deal that sees him commit his future to the Light Blues, much to the delight of their supporters. Shankland's arrival marks a significant moment for Rangers as they look to reclaim the top spot in Scottish football and challenge Celtic's recent dominance. With over 30 goals in all competitions last season for Hearts, including a number of crucial strikes in tight matches, Shankland proved himself as one of the most lethal finishers in the country. His movement off the ball, ability to find space, and calmness in front of goal have made him a nightmare for defenders across the league. The transfer has not come without emotion. Shankland was a fan favorite at Tynecastle, where he captained the side and led by example both on and off the pitch. Hearts fans will undoubtedly feel the sting of his departure, but the lure of European football and a larger platform at Rangers proved too strong to resist. For the player, it's a step forward in his career, one that aligns with his ambitions of regular silverware and a more prominent role with the national team. At Ibrox, manager Philippe Clement sees Shankland as a missing piece in a puzzle that it has at times lacked a consistent goal threat. With an eye on both domestic glory and a strong run in European competition, Rangers are banking on the striker to deliver in the biggest moments. Shankland, for his part, has expressed his excitement at joining the club he supported as a boy, calling the move a dream come true and vowing to give his all in the famous blue shirt. As the new season approaches, all eyes will be on how quickly Shankland can settle into life at Ibrox and translate his scoring form to his new surroundings. One thing is certain, with Shankland leading the line, Rangers have sent a clear message. They mean business. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.